Welcome everybody to another episode of the Buko Boys.
Yes, Queen.
What? Hi, brother.
Welcome.
How's your week?
My week was good. You're looking a little worse for the wear over there. What's going on with you?
What do you mean worse? Oh, I just showered. I just cleaned up, and I'm just recovering.
You're in recovery mode. What happened?
Spent a weekend out in southern Utah in Sand Hollow.
And how was it?
It was a good. Well, the weather was shit. It was really
rainy
shit.
or what?
A little bit of sprinkles, but really windy, and a cold front came in.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to be hot over there, and we went down there for a fishing trip. So, fishing is supposed to be good. The weather is supposed to be warm. Apparently, that weekend a cold front came in, as well as a triathlon happened there.
The Ironman or what? What's going on?
I don't know if it was Ironman.
Oh, Ironman was a few weeks ago, I think.
This is just a triathlon there, but yeah. So, a bad weekend to choose to go down there.
Okay.
So we spent a lot of time drinking.
Okay.
I don't drink often because I hate hangovers.
Yes, I hear you.
I end up drinking excessively.
And how's your look today?
Yeah. Well, Well,
You look very exhausted.
I am exhausted. Not only that, I just drove the whole way home from there. It's a 4-hour drive. Yeah, and then cleaned, put everything away, showered, and I probably could have used a 5-hour nap.
Did you catch any fish?
Yeah, I caught a lot of fish.
Okay.
I can't say that for everyone else.
How many people were in your group?
Let's see. 8 or 9.
8 guys?
There's a couple wives there.
Okay. All in one bedroom?
Yep. All in one room. No, there was we had an Airbnb, and then a couple other people had a campsite.
Now, Airbnb, that's like...
That's how you glamp. It's the
it's
top of the line glamping.
Yeah, so your friends that camped, how do they do it? Do they have trailers?
They have those tents on top of their trucks.
Okay. Yes.
So that's how they do it. It's pretty dope. They have a really dope setup.
So I used to have an Xterra that used to take camping and fishing, and I always want to get one of those camp setups for it. Those tent setups, because you open up the hatch, and then basically, the back seat laid flat, so you can lay back there, and you can put a tarp.
Oh, so sleeping inside of it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They have the whole nest rooftop thing up top.
Ah, okay. Okay, interesting. And then you guys did the Airbnb.
Yep, it's the best way to go.
Nearby.
Yeah, neighborhood, a mile away from the lake.
It's true. It's a lot better. So I used to be able to. I would camp anywhere. I'd sleep on the ground. I didn't care. As long as I have a sleeping bag, I'm good. And yeah, as you get a little older, you're like, that doesn't sound as fun anymore like you used to.
I know, right? It's what would be real nice? A bed.
Yeah, a bed, a foam mattress,
running water.
Yeah, hot showers.
A fridge would be nice.
with food in there from a store.
I mean, even though you're out doing stuff, when everyone's hanging out, the TV's always a good thing to have too.
Yeah. So back in my early days of camping, it was basically we would bring a couple cans of chili just in case we didn't catch fish, because we didn't start. But the most part was we're gonna eat what we catch, and then we're gonna we got a couple backups just in case. And I mean, it was awesome, and we do that for 3 or 4 days straight, just out in the mountains. Now that doesn't sound fun at all.
We grew up.
I know. You get a little more tired as you get older.
Right. You're just I've experienced that before. I don't need to do that every time.
It was just we talked on a couple episodes ago how I have a subscription or a monthly membership to a car wash. I used to love washing my own car every Saturday. That sounds exhausting now. Right? Washing and detailing my car every weekend. Now I'm going to go through the drive-thru whenever I have time.
Exactly.
All right. It was a good time, though?
Oh, yeah. It was a good time. And then ate so much food.
Okay.
Some good cooks with us.
Nice.
Real good cooks with us.
Nice. So you went camping and fishing, but you had original plans first that you bailed on.
Oh, yes. My weekends things kept getting moved around, and then I paid for things, and yeah.
The key is calendar. Use a calendar. It's in your pocket.
I use it for my scheduling on other things.
Exactly.
I use it for business mostly, and then on personal, I'm saying, I'll just remember that.
Yeah, calendar helps. So we had plans to go to the Dough Show.
Yes.
And you bailed on it.
Yes. Well, because this was another thing that was scheduled and
not at the same time. You had the Dough Show scheduled first.
Well, of course it was scheduled first. Things got moved around, and then then this came up, and then anyways, I didn't. Yeah.
So you missed out.
I did miss out on the Dough Show.
So we've talked about the Dough Show on the first one that happened in 2019. Obviously, there wasn't a Dough Show in 2020 because of COVID. So you had to forfeit your ticket to your daughter.
Yep, I gave it to her.
So she was coming with me, and she told my daughter, her cousin, and obviously my daughter got a little jealous, and so we're going to the Dough Show, right? I said, good luck finding tickets because it's sold out in 24 hours. Again, the Dough Show sold out in 24 hours. So I said, that tickets are sold out. I sent her a screenshot. She said, I know, I looked already. And then a few minutes later, I showed her a picture that I got one more ticket because we got the hookup. Buko Boys exclusive Dough Show tickets. So shout out again to Brian and Heather Carr. They put together the Dough Show. And
I saw a lot of footage. It looked amazing.
It was awesome. And they hooked me up with another ticket for my daughter. So last time, 2019, at the first Dough Show, and I might accidentally refer to it as last year often, but just know it happened in 2019, and just out of habit, I might say last year. But we did it. Obviously, the two of us went. Again, we got last minute tickets from the car, so again, thank you guys. But we did it near Trolley Square here in Salt Lake City. It was kind of a small venue, but that's okay. It was our first time, and it was awesome. They had a live DJ. They got their son in a donut costume, like a mascot, walking around taking pictures. Cool. And vendors from all over the state were there, providing different, mostly donuts, but then also other pastry goods as well. Good time. It was awesome. This year, we got the VIP ticket, so we got in first. The last time, we got the first general admission session. So there was a VIP session and then 2 general admission. The VIP session, just so you guys know, was a little bit more expensive because you got early access and you got extra swag and you got extra vendors that not everyone got to try. So some people are there just for the VIP session, then they leave. So we were able to get a sample of everybody. And we did it in Thanksgiving Point in Lehigh at Electric Park. And being outdoor was such a good idea. Luckily, the weather was in our favor, but it was such a good idea. So a couple of the vendors, they are more of a food truck versus a storefront. So we had, I think, 4 food trucks there that did, there was 3 donut ones and 1 malasada one, which if you don't know, that's like the Hawaiian donut, basically. And then they had a food truck there that you could buy tacos from. So if you wanted to kind of cut the sugar with some savoriness, they had a taco food truck there. And then, oh my gosh, I think, how many vendors were there? Like over 20 vendors. So we got to try samples of all different sorts. And some of them were really good, some of them were pretty, all right. But one of the judges winner, which is one of the ones that I voted for, was this local place, and they brought a passion fruit donut. So it was basically, a donut filled with cream cheese and a passion fruit glaze on top. Okay. So good. That was the judge's winner, which would have been my winner. And the, I don't remember what the big winner was for the people's.
It was the cowboy donut.
Yeah, I can't remember what they had, though. I think they had,
It was a blueberry crumble. And then something else. Yeah,
I think they had 3. I think they had a French toast one, a blueberry crumble, and a strawberry Nutella.
Oh, okay.
So I got the French toast one. It was good, just very dense and dry, but it was good. And I was telling our daughters, because they were like, oh, this kind of tastes a little stale. And I told them, you gotta remember, these people had to make over 1,000 donuts probably, so they probably started last night. One place you could tell froze theirs and then brought out, and it wasn't quite thawed out all the way.
Oh yeah, my daughter had that one out for me to try.
It was Frog Eye.
Frog Eye. So she goes, yeah, this one's some like frog. I take a bite out of it,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, this was supposed to be refrigerated.
Oh.
Spit it out.
Oh.
And I was telling her, I'm like, yeah, this one needed to be refrigerated. This is bad. Do not put that in your mouth. She's like, oh, yeah, when they gave it to us, it was frozen. I'm like, hence, yeah, needing to be refrigerated.
Yeah, they did a frog eye salad and made a donut out of it. Great idea. It was more like a puff pastry almost. You know, think of it that like that. I think it kind of missed in the flavor wise. You got more of the sour scent since you
Yeah,
got the day
it was
old
a little
frog eye
sour.
salad.
A little sour.
Funny.
Sure.
That is funny. But anyway, such a blast. It was outdoor. They had another DJ there playing great music. They had some games, donut eating contest. It was such a big area. People just walking around, you know, eating on the grass. Anyway, it was fun. I don't want to get, bore everyone with it. They didn't go. But if you went, it was a blast. You need to go next year. It gets bigger and better every year. And it gets busier. So, we always post about when the tickets are going to happen because we have good connections with the cars. You guys, you want to go at least once. It's such a fun experience. This year, they also brought an extra, I don't know how to explain it. Basically, it's axe throwing. We're all kind of familiar with axe throwing. But this was a mobile one. So they have it hooked up to the back of their truck. And it's just a trailer. And it's just, you just hop in the back of the trailer and you just throw axes at the bullseye. They're just showing you videos of our daughters and myself doing it. I don't know how much their normal price was, but it was a great deal. They did, you could, for $3, you could throw 5 times. And I got 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 of my axes stuck. 1 out of 5 of my daughter and 0 out of 5 for your daughter. They didn't really do axe throwing. They did more of like axe tossing. I'm like a little bit more power.
First time.
It was my first time too. I got the gist of it. But
I've been to a couple of those axe throwing places.
It's fun.
I have a lot of fun at those places. This
It's my
last one I
first
went
time.
to, they had other weapons other than axes.
Oh, this trailer did too. They had Chinese stars. Or is that okay to say? They had ninja stars?
Are they Oriental stars?
Oriental stars is what we call these. People should call them ninja stars. So they had ninja stars that you could throw.
This one other place had those as well, and then they had these. They looked like a cross, but it was all pointed at all ends. Looked like killing vampires.
Interesting.
And then different like daggers to throw.
Okay.
And then we're all magnetized to this like strip.
Okay,
You just
right.
kinda
You just kind of pull them off.
pull one off and toss it at the wall.
Oh, interesting.
That one was pretty dope. That one, they also had a smash room. It was a smash room where they had things lined up and you had sledgehammers and
Okay, yeah. I get
baseball bats and bottles and just
it. I wonder where they get their stuff from. Like yard sales or garbage cans, probably.
probably pawn shops tossing them out or something. Because there was like monitors, a lot of like old TV monitors and computer monitors, old Apple computers, VCRs.
When I worked basically as a janitor for a company that was like 16 years old, one of my favorite things to do was we had to replace whenever like fluorescent lights went out in the company.
Oh, popping those.
Oh my gosh, the satisfaction. So you had those big compacts. So basically, after we picked up all the garbage, we had to take it to a compactor and throw it in, the bag of garbage to the compactor. And if you guys don't know, you push a button and it's a big, like, you don't want to get stuck in it, right? You're gonna get smashed. But it would just smash all the garbage into this big dumpster that gets hauled away once a week or whatever. But throwing those fluorescent bulbs down into that and just hearing them pop. Oh my goodness. That was such a good sound.
Don't get that dust on you. Don't get any of that dust on you.
Yeah, you don't want that fluorescent. No, but like it would be down in there. That was fun. That was a good time. Smash Room's a good idea. I like that too. Yeah, axe throwing was fun. I was telling you how a couple times I've been going, to this nearby sports goods store, and they sell, the knife section. They also sell ninja stars, and they have butterfly knives, and they've got boot knives, and they got throwing daggers and throwing hatchets. And these are not very big, But I always looked at those and thought that'd be kind of fun, but I'd have nowhere to do that with. And I don't even know if I'd like it, but after doing this, axe throwing, kind of get those little hatchets. I don't know what I'd throw it at.
Somebody over here over by my house, had a little thing set up to where they were just doing it in the park.
Interesting.
They had a little thing, they stood it up, and then it had the wood in there, and they were just tossing them in there.
Huh.
So, I mean, you could do it at the park. You might have a bunch of weirdos come up and try to, go toss your axes.
Toss my salad. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Toss my frog eye salad.
Toss my sour frog eye salad.
And get out of here.
Go on, get.
So the Dough Show again was a success this year.
So that at Cowboy Donuts, because of all the things like following the Dough Show, I get to see like all the vendors that are gonna be there.
Yeah.
So just randomly, as I drive around, we both drive around all day long. I'll see places, and I'm like, oh, that's gonna be one of the places I'm gonna stop by.
Right.
So I actually stopped by Cowboy Donuts like a couple weeks ago.
Springville, right?
No. Spanish Fork.
Spanish Fork, okay.
And yeah, went in there, had lots to choose from, and everything I got was pretty damn good.
Yeah, I've never really had a bad donut. Except
I have
a sour frog eye salad.
Yeah, that was horrible. No, you know what? I have had horrible donuts.
Okay.
There's a place next to a FedEx that we stop by regularly. There's a donut place. I think you know which one I'm talking about. Anyways, no, it's South Jordan.
Oh yes.
Anyways, that place I've had where it was like not cooked all the way.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like raw dough, and the outside looks like the oil was too hot.
Okay, all right.
So it was like kind of dark on the outside, and raw on the inside.
Oh, that's really bad.
Yeah, horrible. I grabbed a couple donuts, and both of them were like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
We had a bad day.
Yeah, F them for their bad day.
What kind of donut? Do you like raised donuts? Do you have cake donuts? Fritters? Do you consider malasadas donuts?
Yeah.
Okay. What makes a donut? Fried pastry?
I don't even know if it has to be fried anymore anyways.
Okay.
Because now they're baked, and those are good too.
Yeah. Cronuts.
I like cronuts. But what makes a donut?
No, I just was wondering if you. Some people don't consider a fritter a donut. Some people.
Okay, I could see that. I wonder if it would to be considered a donut. It needs to be round and puffed up, and
I don't know.
This is tricky.
What do you like?
Okay, I like fritters.
Yeah.
And I like the Bavarian cream filled.
Okay.
I like a classic glazed.
Yeah.
And then I like to just try random stuff in between.
You know, when I didn't like it as a kid, I didn't like maple donuts or maple bars. I didn't like them as a kid. Love them now. Love a good maple, even like maple buttercream ones. Oh, they're delicious.
And that's weird because it's so sweet, but it is maybe one of those things that's an acquired taste. Because I remember as a kid, I wanted to like maple.
And you didn't?
And I could never finish.
How about now?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Especially with bacon. You get a little bit of salty meat on there, and it's the best thing. But I don't know why it was one thing that it was like the hardest thing to finish.
Yeah, I didn't like it as a kid. But I love a good cake donut, like cinnamon sugar cake donut. I think those are so good.
Oh, speaking of cake donuts, I finally did try that duck donuts.
Yeah. And maybe people that are not from around this area might not know what that is, but maybe.
And that place is, it's just all cake donuts.
All vanilla cake donuts.
And then you get they have pre-made toppings not pre-made, but that shows you can pick, and then they'll do it for you. Or you can kind of set up your own style of toppings and.
But maybe explain to people what makes Duck Donuts different from a lot of other places.
I don't know.
They make them fresh right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they do actually. It's right there on the counter as they're working.
Yeah, what's nice is they're made to order. So as soon as you order it, they drop the dough into the fryer.
Like a duck laying an egg.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. What's the sound? And it just comes out the chute all fried already. and they just put the toppings that you choose or whatever on it, and you get them warm.
Yeah, it's
warm
hot.
cake donut. So all they have is vanilla cake donut. That's all they make. With whatever toppings you want on it. And they always come out fresh and hot.
I loved it.
It was very good. It's a great concept.
I did like it a lot. What else did I have recently? I did try a lot of those things that, because my daughter brought home a ton of donuts.
Yeah.
And
hopefully they put the Bavarian creams in the fridge.
Well, day-old donuts, not covered up. With frog eye in it. There's a lot of staleness going on. A whole lot of staleness going on. Kids, right?
Yeah.
They try.
You think they
try,
there, but
it's okay though. It's the thought that counts.
Yeah, with cake donuts, I love chocolate on chocolate. I love a chocolate cake donut with chocolate icing, and I love cinnamon sugar. And raised donuts, yeah, I like chocolate bars and maple bars.
I like churros.
Is churro a donut?
Nope, it's not.
What is it?
It's a stick.
Pastry?
It's a stick. It's a cinnamon stick, and it's delicious.
Churros are actually they did have a churro place there too. It was okay.
Just okay.
Yeah, it's the same one that was there last time.
Oh, okay.
And what it is a churro, and then they squeeze in a flavor.
De leche or something.
Whatever you want. You have the dulce de leche.
Caramel.
They have different stuff. I don't know. It just feels very oily.
It did seem that way last time too.
Yeah, kind of seemed the same way.
Hmm.
So I don't go there. I'd rather go to Costco myself. I think they have good churros, actually.
I don't even know if Costco churros are that great. They're just kind of there.
I like them.
Disneyland churros, though.
I don't remember Disney. I don't know if I've ever had a Disneyland churro. They have all the best treats, though, right? Disneyland.
Yes, they do.
They have all the best treats.
All the best treats.
I want to go to Disneyland, take my baby there, but mostly for the treats.
Well, one of the last times I went to Disneyland, I think it was the last time I went to Disneyland. All I wanted to do was just eat.
Just have all the different.
Yeah,
foods.
I just was like on a mission to try everything on like the secret menus
Okay.
that I haven't ever tried before, and I just wanted to go all around and on a just eating adventure.
Okay.
And I did.
Don't blame you.
And their corn dog there, I had to try the corn dog.
Okay.
It was amazing.
The corn dog.
The hand-dipped corn dog. And the one that they have here, that food truck here that says the world's best one,
Yes.
it's not.
Okay.
Because that one's better.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, it's the best.
Do you actually like frog eye salad?
It's okay in small amounts.
Yeah,
Small amounts.
Yes.
I can have a few bites of it and be like satisfied.
Do you guys like frog eye salad?
How about your donut?
I wouldn't do it. Or ambrosia salad?
Oh yeah, that shit's good.
Waldorf salad?
What the hell is that? Is that... What is that?
It's like apples and
I was
walnuts.
just going to say if
Okay.
that's apples.
Apples and walnuts.
Yeah.
The main thing.
And raisins.
Yes. You
Okay.
like that?
It's also okay. It's not my go-to.
Alright. What's your go-to?
None of them, actually.
Okay.
None of those sounds are.
You like a good wedge salad.
I do, actually. I hope you're happy about that.
Alright, just curious, talking about foods. This is fun for me. I like this. Oh, I have another question for you.
What?
Anything else you want to talk about donuts or Dough Show or anything though?
No, but
Okay.
keep going.
So on our other podcast, the EVP podcast,
Okay.
shameless plug. If you guys haven't listened to it, it's
Give it a listen.
all paranormal stuff. EVP podcast. Dale and I and our friend Tim, we do this podcast. We also started our own paranormal investigative team called EVP. Stands for Energy, Visions, and the Paranormal. And we talked about the Bermuda Triangle, and specifically a certain story of the Bermuda Triangle.
So what do you think about key lime pie, huh?
I love key lime pie. I don't know where that came from, but
The keys, man.
okay, all right. So we're talking about the Bermuda Triangle, and specifically a certain story, and kind of the story, kind of a little bit of time travel. But anyway, I'm gonna surpass that. If you guys want to listen to it, check it out. EVP podcast, you'll find it there. So we talk a little bit about time travel. Now, if you could time travel, if you could jump in a machine right now and travel anywhere, what would you like to go see or do or whatever? What would you like to do with that time machine?
Okay.
Let's talk about places, like a period of time. What period of time would you like to go check out?
I would. Okay. Are we also gonna be safe from being killed and stuff? Because there's a lot of shit that went down in a lot of places.
Yeah.
Because I would like to go see things, but I also don't want to get killed there either. But like, in Egypt and
Egypt, okay.
the Romans did a lot of shit, right?
Okay.
So even like in Rome and over there in Egypt, when they went over there in Egypt and kind of did a lot of shit.
Okay.
What else? Oh, the medieval times.
Yes.
I don't know which kingdom I would like to go visit.
Okay.
I'd like to probably just pop in and see what's what and who's most popular.
The only person I know is King Arthur, so maybe him. Or King Henry. King Arthur.
Oh, there were so many.
I don't know all of them.
I know, right? There's just so
two,
many.
There's only two I know.
It lasted for hundreds of years.
Yeah. Like the Queen. Queen of England now, isn't it? She's lasted about 100 years.
Oh my god, forever now. Like
Yeah.
my whole life.
Yes.
But she's the only queen I've ever known. But, what? There would, like, maybe even going back to, pre-prohibition times, just to kind of see how things were. I don't know.
Okay. Interesting.
What else would have been a cool time to go check out? 70s would have been cool.
It's the 70s, baby.
Yeah. Free love.
Interesting.
Or was that the 60s?
The whole era. Yeah, about that.
What else would have been a cool time? What about you?
So I kind of told you I would love to go to the medieval era, even though dragons didn't really exist. But just I don't know if did they really believe in dragons in those times?
I think they probably came across some fossils, and the only thing they could think of was dragons.
Oh, good idea. I didn't think about like pterodactyl type of fossils maybe.
Or just like giant reptiles, and just like, oh shit.
Oh, that's a good point. So I would have loved to go back in those days, like jousting and knights and kingdoms and things like that. Like I love that idea, or I love movies about that anyway that have that storyline. Funny you said that. You said pre-prohibition times.
Mm-hmm.
I actually would have liked to be around the 20s because the mobster, more like the mobster lifestyle interests me. But maybe that's why the mobster lifestyle came about, was maybe because of prohibition. I don't know. But that mobster lifestyle interests me to kind of see that. I would have liked to worn like a cool suit and hat and Tommy gun and carry that around. I think that'd be awesome.
I also would like to go to the places that here in this country that we frequent often, pre-settlement years.
Okay.
Just to see how many nations of Native American tribes there were and how established they were before
the Native Americans.
Yeah, before Europeans came and tore shit up.
Before Columbus showed up or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of see how they. All right. Interesting. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I would have liked the 50s, like in California in the 50s, where like Beach Boys were big and that whole like surfer lifestyle was kind of coming about, or the Elvis and his like Hawaiian lifestyle came about. Like I could be in California or Hawaii in the 50s, maybe Hawaii. Maybe we go back that around Hawaii in the 50s. I think that'd be kind of a fun little era to go around.
That would be cool.
Have lush black hair and short swimming suits. I think that'd be kind of fun to go experience too.
That would be cool.
Do you think we'd ever have a time travel machine?
No.
I don't think so either. I don't see any way you can pinpoint a day time period to be at. I just find it impossible. And location. We can't just warp into a building like.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I don't see how that's a possibility whatsoever.
I don't think it's ever, because you see those videos, right? You ever seen those videos, and they show like, I can't remember this one. I think, was it a Mike Tyson fight or a Muhammad Ali fight? And someone says it looks like someone's has a smartphone recording the fight in the stands, and I'm like, I don't know about that. Or they just show like a video camera and there's some person walking, looks like they're talking on the phone, and cell phones or mobile phones didn't exist at that time.
Right.
I'm like, or they could be scratching their face. Like, it's hard to, can't really zoom in on that and say for sure.
there's too much that could also be happening to where.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see time travel ever being a thing. Like time machine, I should say. If you want to hear our opinion about the whole time travel thing, listen to the EVP podcast episode of Bermuda Triangle Barry Gernon, I believe is what his name was. That was a pretty interesting story.
That was pretty nuts.
Okay, anything else you got to talk about?
I don't think so.
All right, kind of a short episode this week. We had a busy time, but wanted to share with you some fun stuff and things like that.
Yeah, it doesn't always have to be forever long. Well, all right, yeah, we can just call that an episode.
All right, sounds good.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you for listening or watching. We're going to bed now. Bye, everybody.
Bye.